Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Three. Mike, three. I got you, son. Get it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
X3, 218, chop it. Combo. All day, baby, all day. Check 31.
Second and 4. Open man there is Malone. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Brings up second and 11.
Ready.
To throw on second down, Hoffman. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 30 base.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Here's Johnson. Off play action. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's put that team on the bus.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now Joe Mixon, and he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
You got time right there. Hey, Haywood.
On 4th down, Johnson got an open man. That's Campbell. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Paris Campbell, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
From the gun, Hoffman. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10 from the gun to give to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2nd and 9 now. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hoffman. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 2.
Throwing on first down. Hoffman. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come up in an offset eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Check 52. 5.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
This is Hines, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michelle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Go, go. 57's right. Woo-hoo. Save. Bravo. Go.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Get it.
Now it's Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Johnson now looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Catch made here by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. They run with Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and the Bengals grab it. He's at the 50. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down now, Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Third and 4.
Ready. 8, read. Watch the screen.
On third down, Mixon. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
70, Indy. Let him know. Go.
On first down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
On the ball, hit it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Johnson on 1st and 10. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
80 weapon. Hey, Delta.
Now Johnson going to throw again. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
60 or 6-6, pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
Jet bombers, 2 jet bombers. Hey, let's go. Go.
Here's Johnson to throw on 2nd down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On the ground is Michel. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety.
From the gun, Johnson. Campbell making the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
61, match box, right.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, wahoo. Check 48, come on. Check. Come. Let's go.
Johnson now off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
60 outlaw. Go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Shit, shit. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. Hines. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
General West. 52, Mike, 52. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 4th down, Johnson. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Anderson is the lone man in the backfield here as they get set for 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Let's go. 30 base. 57. 80 weapons. 5.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm going.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote on the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Hit dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets. The coast regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. They're gonna blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All